Hi, I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it, and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing a lovely and evocative V-Series, so roughly 2009 Rolex Oyster Perpetual Explorer, the 114270, 36mm and 904L stainless steel. This is a lovely timepiece that has a matchless heritage, truly part of the canon of Rolex. It's every millimeter the equal of the subs, the Daytonas, and the GMTs. Now on my wrist, 16 centimeters in circumference, it's an easy watch to wear. Traditionally sized, 36mm like a Datejust. It has a beautiful balanced simplicity to it, both case and dial. You can see that the watch is reasonably slim, though not excessively so, at 11.1mm thick. It does have a handsome body and volume on the wrist, but it will easily slide underneath any dress cuff or tight sleeve. Two ways to measure it from lug to lug. If you measure the actual lugs themselves, then across the wrist the watch measures 44.2mm, but if you include the slight protrusion of the solid end links, and this is a solid end link era watch, you're going to find that it's 45.4 across the wrist, still wearable on a wrist as small as 13 centimeters circumference. That said, it does have a nice broad 20mm spacing between the lugs, which proportionally for a watch of this size looks great. It also means you will have a universe of options in that, well, universal strap size, as 20mm custom and OEM straps are available everywhere. Now, of course, you won't see too many Rolex OEM straps, but there will be many options from other brands that'll fit right on here and look the part. The bracelet that's included is a lovely solid end link, hollow center link, Rolex reference 78690, and as you can see, it's in excellent condition, polished outer faces, satin finished tops. There's very little play, as this is actually a fairly recent build watch. 2009 was not all that long ago. Though the watch is evocative in its construction in some respects, it is definitely of our era. You can see that the removable links are fixed by screws. There is a stamped clasp. This is a feature that is of another era, but you can also see that it's in excellent shape with the pseudo-link stamped pattern, as well as the 5-point coronet still sharply defined, undiminished by wear or refinishing. You can see there are multiple apertures inside the clasp, so you can re-anchor the bracelet and change the size without actually removing or adding links. Jumping back to the case profile, you can see it has a lot more in common with the Datejusts and the Date-8s than it does with any of the Rolex sport-style timepieces, though there is a little bit of a hint of Daytona in this sinuous, sexy, compound curved traditional Rolex case. You'll appreciate the fact that there remains a sharp break between the satin finish of the lug hoods and the polish of the flank. You can see that those creases are still sharply defined. The lugs are even in both volume and shape from side to side. You can see that this one has been preserved beautifully. Screw down crown, twin lock, 100-meter water resistance. You have a relatively flat conical section bezel surrounding a dial that is beautifully balanced. Now, of course, you have a flat sapphire with a slight box section profile and a dial of black lacquer with white gold tri-Arabics, 3, 6, and 9, white gold hands, white gold indices, beautifully loomed, beautifully calibrated, simple white on black calibration, and by the standards of a Rolex, fairly minimal in its graphics and text. The timepiece has no date, and for some folks that is going to be a massive selling point. This is certainly a balanced dial in every regard. Turn it over, and post-2001, when the 14270 was replaced by the 11470, we have a Rolex caliber 3130 underneath the case back. 31 jewels. Here you have a full balance bridge and 31 jewels. It is also a COSC certified Swiss chronometer. So the timepiece with 48-hour power reserve, automatically wound, beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. You do have a stop seconds function, so you can set the watch precisely against a reference time. And I should mention that it has a sports watch architecture, that full balance bridge combining with a free-sprung architecture to make the watch very shock resistant. There's also an overcoil hairspring, the better to help the watch keep excellent time in any orientation with respect to gravity during its COSC test or during the rigors of life on your wrist. This is a handsome timepiece that is evocative of the early days of Rolex daring do back in the 1950s with Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. And even if you're not into mountain climbing, you have peaks, personal peaks, that you have yet to summit. You may as well mark the milestone with a Rolex, and what better Rolex than the original Explorer? See it and make it yours on the Watchbox. The Rolex Explorer by night. I love the loomed seconds hand. Every watch with loom should have a loomed seconds hand.